Alright guys, so I finished editing the vlog from yesterday. Now I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Trisha Paytas. Trisha is in her, I think last couple of vlogs have been wearing this braided wig. She said she got a lot of pushback for wearing the wig on her IG account. People were like, you shouldn't do that, that's disrespectful to a culture. And she said she didn't understand why. Let me show y'all this braided wig Trisha has on. Okay, so it's a relatively nice wig. It is a blonde wig, and she said she didn't get it because it's a blonde wig. It's a blonde braided wig, and she didn't understand the big deal. Well, let me help you understand or give you some insight. First of all, I believe that if you are comfortable with a style and you want to wear the style, wear it by all means. But understand and appreciate the culture that it comes from, and why so many people are in their feelings when they see other ethnicities wearing this style. And I want to give you some insight. We've been wearing cornrows, box braids, or singly twists for hundreds of years. We've been told for hundreds of years that our braids are not acceptable. That it's not acceptable to wear them. In corporate, in schools, in other events, formal events, the braids are not acceptable. So we've been told for a very long time that our culture, something that's stemming from our culture, is not acceptable. And then all of a sudden, it is now stylish or acceptable when other ethnicities choose to sport the style. Do y'all remember a long time ago, Bo Derek? She was in this movie, I don't remember what the movie was, but she had cornrows and then she had beads on the end of the cornrows and she was running up this beach. Well, her husband wanted her to wear the hair because they wanted her to look more exotic. Let's talk about the Kardashians who now wear cornrows. And it's acceptable. So it's acceptable on those women, but not acceptable on the culture, on the women, from the culture that it comes from. In my past position, I was in a leadership role. And this is how I wear my hair. And I was told, be mindful of how you're presenting yourself. Be mindful of the role you're in. What do I need to be mindful for? Why? What am I mindful for? My hair does not look unkept. And I've been told, well, braids may not be perceived as professional. So that's why the kickback, that's why the pushback, and that's why so many people are in their feelings when you're like, oh, I don't understand the big deal. You know what the big deal is? Let me tell you what the big deal is. I have an interview on Monday. I've been in this hotel. I'm staying at the Marriott Suites, just a staycation. And I've been contemplating taking my braids out because I had this interview, because of what they may perceive. I'm not the only black woman that has gone through that, trying to decide what to do with her hair so that she can assimilate or fit into this box that they want you to be in, so you can be accepted into an organization or a role or a position or organization or a group or be invited into a function. I'm not the only one. So when you say it's not a big deal, it is a big deal to us. Because what's not a big deal to you has been a big deal to us. We've been told this is not acceptable. It doesn't look professional. It's not acceptable in some schools. There are schools that's cutting little girls' braids off. There are schools, there are sport events. You can pull it up on YouTube where there was a little boy who had his locks cut out his head. So it is a big deal. What's not a big deal to you has been a very big deal to us. It's not just hair. You may think, oh, what's the big deal? It's just a wig, it's just a braided wig. It's so much more than that. And that's what you need to understand. Now, again, if you like the style, wear it, but appreciate where it comes from. Your response should never be, it's not a big deal. Your response should be, I appreciate. I appreciate it. And I really respect the culture. I don't know. I just think that when people say, oh, it's no big deal, it is a big deal. I'm sitting here in a hotel thinking, should I take my hair out because of this interview? Because it is a leadership role and it's in corporate. And I don't know how they're going to perceive me if I walk in with my braids. Why should I have those thoughts? It's not a big deal to you. It's been a big deal to us. I'm not the only sister that's had to contemplate assimilating to be accepted. I'm not. The interview that I will go to Monday, I'm going to with my braids. I want a company that's going to accept me wholeheartedly. I want a company that is truly diverse and don't just use those words. I want a company that would accept me and celebrate me. All of me. So, I'm not going to take a day to take my hair out for an interview. If you're going to accept me, you're going to accept all of me. You're going to celebrate all of me. My hair is not going to be the determining factor whether I can do that job or not. And that's, Trisha, what you don't understand. There have been times where we have not been accepted because of our hair. There are times that we've missed out on positions and other opportunities because of our hair. So what's not a big deal to you is a very big deal to us. That's what you need to understand while sporting that braided blonde wig. Oh, and let me just say this. She did say towards the end, I don't understand the big deal because black women wear blonde hair. You ever seen a white woman didn't get a job because she had blonde hair? No. But there have been black women who didn't get a job because of their hair. That's the difference. And that's what you need to understand. Guys, I'm going to end this here. I will talk to you later because the background noise is, a bit much. I hope you can hear me. But I just felt the need to address this situation because I have an interview and my hair is braided. And what's not a big deal to her is a big deal to me. And that's what she needs to appreciate. Alright guys, see you later with Keeping Up with Daz. Bye.